thân ở đời, như hoa ưu đàm bát, vạn vật đều vô thường. Lời dạy cuối đừng quên, Phật hiện thân ở đời.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Welcome to the new topics. Because of now it is the wind days, the weather is start to be cool and winters in Santana cities of California, and as in the United States, that insight meditation is that popular worldwide. So I would like to introduce you a new topic about the course methods of meditations in Theravada Buddhism. In Vietnamese we say các phương pháp thiền quan trọng trong Phật giáo Nguyên Thủy. As all you know, the lifestyle in USA is everybody's busy. Everyone requires to work. Some work at the workplace, some work from home. I mean that work RW FX in abbreviation. And when the life is so busy like this, sometimes people become stressed, tired, exhausted, depressions, and also get that's mental illness because they have no enough time to take rest. They always worry about the material best, like worries about house, the car, financials, and so on. So when we live in USA, we full of convenience, and also we know that America is the land of the opportunities. But however, people in USA particularly, and people living in the world in generally, we cannot escape or we cannot avoid from the life of suffering, the life of problem, and the life of mental and physical problem. So now for me, I try to find out the way to get out from that problems. So I would like to introduce to you also about the methods of meditations according to Theravada Buddhism. And I consider this topic is also the good way to take the problem solution. Now I would claim that there are thousand methods of meditation according to Theravada Buddhism, but mostly we just mentioned about the methods of tranquilities and insight meditations in prep, because there's two kinds of meditations. However, we cannot avoid from give particular definitions of meditation first. What meditation we would define that it is the methods of training mind and develop the wisdom. All the methods of meditation here is the ways said by the Buddhas provide us to be calm, the calm of mind, and to be a wise person. So, according to my experience, if regarding to tranquility meditation that leads us to be calm of mind, you know, when I take the high school student in Thailand, especially on the topics of Buddhism, I require them to sit meditations, and sometimes I require them to focus on my teaching or my coaching. About sitting meditations, to cultivate the one mindfulness, I request my student to sit in the to take the sitting postures and focus on their breathing in and breathing out by, by counting the couple's member. For example, when they're breathing in for the first time, they have to count 1, and when they are breathing out, they have to count the member 1. Breathing in for the first time, 2. Breathing in for the second time, they have to come 2. Breathing out for the second time, they have to count 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And I let them count until 100 times, 1,000 times. And whenever they forgot to count the couple, the members or the member in prayers, they have to turn back to count from 1, 1, 2, 2 like this. This is the good way that I try to apply as in our Wat Nai schools in Bangkok, Thailand for high school students. And still in the breathing in and breathing out methods, or we can call that breathing in and breathing out meditations, we can focus on our breathing in directly at the present moment. When our breathe in, we can take the mental repeat, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, we know we are breathing in. Breathing out, we know we are breathing out. So if we follow these methods, we can call this as Anapana Sati in Pali. So if we translate, we can use the word breathing in and breathing out, mindfulness cultivation. And if you use to practice the 4 condition mindfulness from Myanmar, or from Thailand, or from parts of Vietnam, or some parts of Cambodia, we also follow the methods of most Venerable Vipassana Charas Mahasisayador, right? We can focus on our moment of the abdomen. When our abdomen is raising, we can take a mental repeat, rising. When it's down, we can take a mental repeat, falling, rising, falling, like that. And if sometimes we feel hard to notice our breathing in, breathing out, our risings and fallings as our abdomen, we can take a mental repeat on our present postures, sitting, 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 or as you know, when our body touches the ground, we can use the objectivity words or the technical words as touching, touching, touching. You know, and also some meditation masters also guide us to use the word Buddha as a technical word when we focus on our breathing in and breathing out. For example, breathing in, you take a mental note, put. Breathing out, we use a mental repeat, to, put, to, put, to, like this. Okay, I would mention that based on these methods, when we still to take the mental repeats at any word or as any technical words, it means that we are on the process of tranquilities, meditation practice. And when we are stopping repeating on a technical word, we just function to know, to realize, and to recognize all activities, all phenomena of the mind. For example, when we are breathing in, we just know we are breathing in. When we are breathing out, we just know we are breathing out. If you follow this way, it means that you are on the process of insight meditation practice. So, according to Anapanasati, we can consider it as one of the methods of tranquilities or insight meditation practice. And next, I would introduce you the older methods of meditations also become the common use in Theravada Buddhism. It is metta bhavanas, or we can translate as a word loving kindness development practice. Actually, this metta bhavana or metta meditations is regarding to the contemplations of Dharma. The metta bhavana practitioners require to take a mental repeat such as I love myself. Every word we have to explore in mental repeat. I love myself. I love others. I I love my parents. I love my sibling. I love my teachers. I love my classmates. I love includes my enemy. Okay, we follow these methods. We have to take a mantra that start from the structures of I love blah 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 accordingly. When we practice metta bhavana or meditations or loving kindness meditation, it doesn't mean that we are stingy or we are closed-minded person. It doesn't mean like that, but it means that we are cultivate the loving kindness inside our mind. Because the Buddha explained that if one who know how to live themselves, it means that they also know how to love others. In contrast, if we don't know how to love ourselves, how we know how to love others, right? So everything for the good potentials is have to start within ourselves. And also, we just live with the contemplation in our four postures, walking, standing, sitting, and lie down, including our soft postures like eating, like go to restrooms, or like we are talking. But if we do our activities with the contemplations, with the strength focus on any particular subjectivities and objectivities, it means that we can consider that we are practicing meditation. And we can practice meditations, especially mindfulness practice, for everywhere, every corner of this world, at home, at school, at workplace. Even when we are traveling, we can practice meditations. Or also, when we are walking, we also can practice mindfulness meditations or mindfulness retreat. I would tell you about my own experience, when I was living in Thailand, especially in Bangkok, in my temple, to our universities in 2006. From my temples to my universities, I have to spend at least 30 minutes on foot. So go to university, study, and when my class finished, I have to walk on my foot from universities to my temple, what Sihakrai. So when I'm walking, I also contemplate on my step, on my foot, every day, years by years. When my hand right step, I take a mental repeat na, okay, na, ma, pa, ta, like this. I just contemplate this on my leg movement, and I don't care anybody on my right hand side and my left hand side. I do like this. So this is the good example that I would share with you, that even we are walking from our home to other place like workplace or school, or from other place back to our home, we also can practice walking meditations, or we can cultivate the mindfulness. And whenever you do your own activity with mindfulness, your wisdom also occurs. Your wisdom also survives. And you require to practice it if you wish your life full with loving kindness, be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And you have to struggle, you have to try. It's day by day until the end of your life. Like Asian people, eat rice, eat meal. Okay? Like American people, eat hamburger, eat, have breakfast or have lunch and have dinner. Because if you eat food, you eat for your physical. But when you practice any methods of meditations in Theravada Buddhism, it means that you practice, you cultivate for your mind, for empowering your energies of mind. And you also, at the same time, you also on the process of protect yourself. As the Buddha used to say that, Pamato machino patang. It means that unawareness leads to the death. In contrast, if you live your life with awareness, with mindfulness, with sati in Pali, it means that you are on the ways protect your life means that you can survive your life longer and depend yourself from any kinds of dangers. And if you wish your life become happy, become peacefulness, and become balance between body and mind, you have no choice except you practice any course methods of meditations in Theravada. As the Buddha says, or as the Bali Buddhist proverb saying, Nati santi parang sukhang. No any happiness conquers the calmness of mind. So, time is up. Because of time limit is, I think that our new topic is on the course of meditations or on the course of methods of meditations in the Theravada Buddhism. It's need to quiz now. So before I finish my new topic, I hope to say that may all of you be filled with loving kindness. May all of you be well, be happy, be peaceful. Namo Buddhaya.
Phật hiện thân ở đời như hoa ưu đàm bát, vạn vật đều vô thường, lời dạy cuối đừng quên. Phật hiện thân ở đời